Hey everyone, Michael Bowman here from Vertical Works. Today's message is really quick. It's on Scrum, Agile Scrum, and the merits of it. I am going to cite a negative event and use that as an example. Just recently, I rolled off a project in Portland. It was for a small startup down on the waterfront. And when they interviewed me, they're like, "Yeah, we're doing Agile Scrum here. We really need you." Well, I get down there and I'm thinking, "Great, they're doing Agile Scrum." They're not doing anything. They're doing chaos. They're doing, "Hey, we have a hard date in 3 weeks and we're going crazy trying to get stuff written." So the benefits of Agile Scrum, I want to tell you this. There's two ways you can make it operate in. This is not news. This is not rocket science. I'm not the first person to say this. This is common information, but if you haven't heard it before, you can use Scrum and say, "Hey, we have a hard date and we have dynamic features and we might put more in or take some out to make the date." Great. Or you can say, "Well, we don't know what the date's going to be, but we're going to get all these features in." And as you work the problem and measure the data, you can get a good idea for the date. But, right? Okay. Those are the two modes it works in. To say the date's fixed, the features are fixed, you're not doing Scrum, folks. You're just not. So, if you're looking for a Scrum Master and a project manager, especially a project manager that understands the difference from upper management and dev teams, let's talk about that for a quick second. Upper management is like Einstein. Special relativity, the theory of relativity, gravity, light, the macro universe, what makes galaxies work, all that. Dev teams are more quantum mechanics. It's the things where the chaos is. And the two do not jive. There is no unified theory for the two, and the same in software development. However, Agile Scrum, those methods really do work for development, but there's a problem. Upper management doesn't always get it. So it takes a good project manager to be able to buffer, transpose information between each sector, because without that, it's a firestorm. The tools of Agile Scrum are meant to do one thing: keep the development engine running at 100% efficiency or as close to it as possible so you're successful. So you must think of your team as an engine. Honestly, think of your team as an engine. You have one dev team, let's say. You've got 8 developers. Each developer is a cylinder. If any one of those cylinders is not operating at 100% capacity, is the engine actually pumping out all the horsepower it can? No. When all the cylinders are working to capacity, you've got maximum horsepower, you've tuned it, it's good. It's going to take as long as it takes to get to the end of the race. That's how you need to think of Scrum. It's the only way I can really define it for you. That's what Vertical Works does. So if you need software engineering, if you need a consultant that does like Node and Angular, I can do that for you. Doing that now actually with Visual Studio. I also use WebStorm. If you need .NET, I can do that for you as well. But if you need someone to come in and mentor people and really teach them culturally the right way to do things, I can do that for you as well. Unfortunately, so many places I go, I have to report, don't have that culture. They really don't have the culture of, "Hey, let's get the collaboration right." Compare and contrast what I just said with West Coast clients and East Coast clients. There's a difference. It's a cultural difference. People from the East Coast act one way. People from the West Coast act completely different and entitled. It's a big paradigm shift. So if you're struggling and your company is losing lots of money and you want to fix it, but you don't know how to fix it because you don't want to offend your team, you should give me a call. With the right education, we can get the team tuned up so that that engine is running 100% efficiently and you have the tools to measure progress. And really, that's about all you can ask for in this day and age. Fast development, quality development, good return on investment, and you know that you got the most for your money. I think that's what you all are looking for. Anyway, if you have any questions, give me a call or an email, mbowman@verticalworks.com. Until then, happy coding.